Hey guys, okay, so I hate to break it to you, but just because we're going through a housing affordability crisis at the moment does not mean that it's a free-for-all when it comes to the town planning rules and regulations. So the town planning rules and regulations, they don't just go out the door the minute we're dealing with issues like this. Now, I wanted to talk about this topic today because I feel like in the last couple of months, every man and his dog that I've ever rejected in terms of development potential, so everyone that's ever come to me and I've basically said, look, unfortunately your block size is a bit small to do anything with, or look, unfortunately your property, it's in the wrong zone to do any development sort of options with. So all of those people have suddenly just popped up and they're kind of sitting there and they're salivating and they're like, oh, I got a 100 square meter block and I'm going to do a 50-story high-rise unit complex. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to make it rain. I'm obviously exaggerating, but basically point is everyone that I've ever said, no, unfortunately there's no development potential with this property has just popped up and they suddenly think, great, now is my chance. Now I'm going to develop. And I'm just like, guys, nothing's changed. The rules are still the same. What are you talking about? So I thought, hey, why don't I use this week's video to kind of spread a little bit of awareness out there about this topic. So hopefully I can manage people's expectations a little bit better, let's just say. So yeah, the analogy I want to use today, at the moment, we're obviously going through the housing affordability crisis. At the same time, we're going through the cost of living crisis. Now, you don't see the police out there going, hey guys, we're going to let you loot the grocery stores. You can absolutely raid them with zero consequences. We're not going to police this stuff anymore. Obviously not. The rules and regulations exist for a reason. In that situation, if that was to happen, everyone would naturally go, what about the poor store owner? Well, hold on a sec. If they're looting all of that stuff, the shelves are not going to get restocked, which means there's not going to be food for anyone else. Like, it just doesn't make sense. So instead of removing the rules altogether and letting everyone just go a bit cray-cray, what they've done is targeted stuff. So the government's obviously doing the investigations into the big grocery store chains, and we've got the tax stuff that's been going on at the moment, trying to just basically change the tax brackets and all of that sort of stuff to help people out in that way. Exactly the same when it comes to town planning. So they haven't sat there and gone, hey, we'll let you develop any property you want across there, because it means we'd get units and small lot sizes in areas where we don't have the infrastructure to be able to deal with them and where we don't have the design rules and requirements in place to be able to create good design outcomes. So instead of letting everyone just put units anywhere, what they've done is they've targeted specific areas. So when I say they, I'm talking about Brisbane City Council more specifically. So in this situation, what they've done is they've focused on Kurilpa within South Brisbane. What they've done is essentially said, we're going to remove the height limits, so you can basically build up to the same height as you can in the CBD. We're also going to reduce the parking requirements, and we're going to offer fee reductions or infrastructure reductions to try and incentivize people to start constructing now, to start building more dwellings in these areas which can handle the extra density, which are ready to hit the ground running and all of that sort of stuff. Now, you will not find any town planner that sits out there and just goes, oh, it's amazing, it's going to solve all of our problems out there. No, it's just like the grocery sort of stuff. They're not sitting here saying, hey, this investigation of Woolies and Coles and the big chains is suddenly going to change everything for everyone. No, it's just not how it works. Especially in town planning, it's constantly evolving and improving. We're experimenting in little ways. So yeah, they're not sitting there saying, oh, Kurilpa's like going to save the day. It's going to suddenly hit all of our housing goals and all of that sort of stuff. No, it's about little improvements along the way. So they're going, okay, hold on a sec. How can we start to add more dwellings in a considered way that's not just removing all the rules that exist for a reason? Okay, I think that covers off everything I want to talk about today. As I always like to say, until next time, thanks for watching.
For all you red tape lovers out there, I have one thing to say. Well, no, actually, I've got three. Number one, the advice provided in these videos is general in nature. It's not site-specific. You would be a silly Billy to go and make financial decisions based on this advice without first checking with the town planner. Don't be a silly Billy. Number two, Brisbane town planning is in no way linked to Brisbane City Council. The views expressed in these videos are my own, not council's. So if you don't like them, blame me, not council. Number three, what was my number three? Oh yeah, the views expressed in these videos are accurate at the time of recording. If you're watching this video back 10 years from now, the views may not be so accurate. That's all.